You ain't gonna catch me off guard today, cause welcome to the NFL Tuddy Buddy NFL show.
So where'd you just come from, man? You in Austin again?
Been in Austin all gosh darn week.
Wow. Welcome back to the States.
You know what? Thank you.
It's a California state.
I'm back now, and so I'm gonna go back to my normal.
So hey,
yeah.
Are we at week one or almost? I mean, what is this considered? Is this considered week one of the NFL?
What I can tell you is it's so close I can taste it.
Yeah.
But what I can also tell you is that we're not talking about week one today, except a little bit of week one, but not like fully immersed in week one.
Just a quick little snippet. Do you know that? And I don't even really know why or anything.
Yeah.
But we're both not really college football fans.
Not really.
To our core.
Yeah.
They have a week 0. Did you know that?
What?
That's all I know.
What does that even mean?
That's all I know.
Is it like I wonder if that's a preseason? Like it's a scrimmage, like a fun scrimmage. This doesn't count, everyone, but
all I know is that it exists, and I don't know what it's all about.
Maybe we got to get Charles on here, the guy at my work.
Yeah.
Charles, you could probably tell us all about LSU's week 0 from 2012 or something.
Charles, do me a favor
and
tell my buddy Nikolai what week 0 is all about in the college football world.
Yeah. Better yet, maybe save it and we'll get you on the pod.
Yes. Better yet, save it and we'll get you on the pod.
It would be great to have a college football kind of analyst, correspondent.
Yeah. All right. Now we're looking at the draft. Charles, what do you know about quarterback coming out of Georgia this year?
Tell us all about Spencer McKickley. Or something. I don't know. I'm just saying that could be his name.
Week 0 of 2012, he threw 3 interceptions in a scrimmage.
Okay, don't draft him.
Okay, let's get down to brass
tacks.
Let's
get down to business.
We haven't burned the midnight oil. Let's get down to brass tacks.
That's right. We got a couple things to talk about today. You know what? My name's Nikolai. That guy's name's Andrew. Good. Get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Now we can talk.
Pleasantries are gone. We are getting down to business.
Okay. Tell the good people what you did last night.
Well, last night I drafted a 10-team half PPR league draft.
Wow.
Fantasy draft. Football, baby.
Now, I'm gonna let you, if you choose to disclose what ESPN ranked your draft.
I got a C for courageous.
That's right. How did you feel about it in your heart?
I would say a B, a solid B for beautiful.
Okay. You want to just give a quick read off on your team?
Yeah, well,
or however you want to present them. I don't want to pressure you into presenting them in a certain way.
Well, so first pick, I was pick 7, 10-team league. I got Amon-Ra St. Brown from the NFL Receiver Show.
Yeah.
That's how I know him.
Kind of a superstar in our minds now.
Yeah.
I didn't know much about him before, but now he's a big deal.
So what's interesting is, I was looking at last year's note. That's what a lot of times what I'll do is if I'm thinking about a player, I'm like, okay, what did they do last year? Let's see, was it consistent? Was it inconsistent?
Sure.
And I was like, oh, we'll take that Bears week out. He had hand, foot, mouth or whatever.
Yeah. That's good.
I love that we know that because of Netflix. So Amon-Ra was very happy. I think it took me 2 seconds to press draft.
Yeah, he's a great choice.
Less than 2 seconds.
I feel like he just so consistent. He's how their offense runs.
Yep. I know a lot of mouths to feed there, but that doesn't matter because he's the best.
Yeah, he's very weird because normally your running back's kind of your guy that he's your solid move. Mm-hmm. But I feel like on their offense it's Amon-Ra, and then Gibbs, their running back, is more of their explosion player.
Yeah, I'd say it's CeeDee Lamb is pretty similar.
Yes.
We were just there, Texas.
Yeah, feed the beast.
Second pick was Garrett Wilson.
G. Wills.
And I think he's going to have an incredible year probably.
On the Jets, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. I get him mixed up with the wide receiver on the Steelers.
Me too.
Okay. Is it
Pickens? George Pickens.
Yeah, why do we get them mixed up?
They're the same person in my head.
Great. Me too.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. All right, anyway.
So they both, I think, have been in the NFL at the same time, maybe?
I think so.
My third pick was Drake London. So I went 3 wide receivers in a row.
Wow.
And it's because the board kind of dictated it, right? I was looking at Derrick Henry for that third pick.
Sure.
I missed him by, I think, 2 picks.
Oh, I get it, though.
But I think
Drake London's a good pick, I think.
Think about this, man. He's got Kirk Cousins. Yeah. He's got a new offense, everything feels new and good there.
Yes,
I
agree.
He's going to be the top target.
100%. I think we're about to see the Falcons' potential go kind of through the roof on offense.
Yep.
Especially because even if Cousins isn't there, you got Penix right there, ready to go.
Oh, yeah, and Penix likes Drake.
Yeah.
I have sources.
Yeah.
I think after that, I was like looking at my things. So, I'm looking at my board. I got Amon-Ra, Garrett Wilson, and Drake London, 3 wide receivers. I'm like,
got to get someone else.
So I feel like I reached a little bit in the 4th round for Josh Jacobs.
Okay.
But it's because I knew I was going to have to wait a long time. I need to at least get someone on the board.
Sure. And I feel that Josh Jacobs is a very solid running back.
Yeah, so I think he might be a running back 1. He very well could be.
I think he definitely is.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Oh, do you mean... Wait, what are you saying?
Like fantasy-wise, like top 10.
Yes, I think he very well could be. What I meant was
12.
on their team, he's like their only running back.
We're talking Japanese and Chinese here.
Yeah, we're talking 2 different languages over here.
So, Josh Jacobs, and then I was kind of happy that this guy was still available at, the 5th round, I guess.
Yeah.
I got, hang on, let me click on this because I can't remember if I got this guy or this guy.
Take your time.
Okay, yeah, no, I got, after Josh Jacobs, pretty sure I got Aaron Jones.
Okay, yeah, I think that's a great...
It's kind of like just the Packers guys, but now they're...
Yeah, you kind of got like new Packer, old Packer on your running backs, which is kind of fun. Where is Aaron Jones playing now?
Minnesota.
Oh, great.
Great offense.
Well, it's great, too, because they're going to need him quite a bit, like especially now with JJ going down.
Dump off passes and just running.
Run it, yeah.
After him, I rounded out my offense with Trey McBride, tight end.
Great.
So I'll tell you this.
Yep.
Before Aaron Jones, I had Mark Andrews on my queue.
Okay.
I really, really wanted him.
Sure.
And then when I didn't get him, I said, you know what, let me double up and get a running back here.
Yep.
I like Aaron Jones a lot. I think he's going to have a good year. I think he'll stay healthy, too.
I agree.
But then with my next pick, Trey McBride was available.
Yeah.
And it was it Evan Ingram or him? I can't remember. So I wanted 2 tight ends. I wanted Mark Andrews or Dalton Kincaid. They both got picked.
Okay.
So I went Trey McBride.
I think Trey's a great pick, though, because I've heard... I don't know, personally, I don't know the Cardinals very well, but Trey, I've heard a lot of buzz, a little buzz about him.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be good.
So I forgot to say a pick. I think it was my 5th round pick. I got Jalen Waddle.
Oh, that's a great...
And he's on my bench.
Yeah, great bench receiver to have.
Very stacked at wide receiver.
Yeah. I had him maybe last year on my team, and no complaints. He's
great.
Even though he's their number 2, he puts up plenty of points.
Well, and think about like Tyreek, if he ever sits or something, like if he ever has an issue.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just say my starters. So my defense is the Jets.
Yeah. That's fine. I mean, they're going to be good, I think. One of the better defenses.
Kicker is Jake Bates, Detroit.
I'm not even familiar with him.
Kicks indoors. I like that.
He's going to do great.
Okay, quarterback. One of my last, I think it was around 11 or 12 even.
Amazing that it could have fallen this way.
Justice Herbert.
Yeah. That's not his name, but it's a cool variation of his name.
Yeah, Justice Herbert, because he's gonna do justice for it. How would you say that? He's gonna bring justice to all the haters that have been saying, "Do not draft, do not draft." Now draft him.
I think that's right. I think it's just crazy to me that you could go 11 rounds and still have him there.
Yeah, and you know who else was there? It was like Jared Goff, Tua Tagovailoa or whatever.
I would have taken any. I mean, those guys should all be way up higher.
Yeah,
especially. I mean, even if people aren't high on Herbert and are kind of worried about him, Goff, the production out of Goff is crazy. Same with Tua. I mean, I had him as a backup last year, but I have a 6-team league, so it's a very different experience. So I think Tua has a really high upside. I just feel like Herbert, for all the negative that's been going on, I don't know. I just don't see it happening as people are saying it's going to happen. I just think you put Herbert and Harbaugh together, and they're going to figure something out that's going to be fun. Yeah, it's going to be plenty. Even if they're not like, I think it's smart when people say, for the Chargers, next year's probably like their year. But I still think that the bump from Staley to Harbaugh, and like the whole regime change is going to be so big.
And listen, I understand this whole weapons thing. Like, there's not a lot of weapons, but think about the teams that Jim Harbaugh and Greg Roman have, coached. I think Lamar Jackson was like towards the end of Greg Roman's time, right?
Yeah.
So he started to get a good quarterback, and we saw him have a bunch of passing touchdowns.
Yep.
But think about like the 49ers. I mean, Alex Smith.
Yeah.
Justin Harbaugh. Yeah. Herbert is way better than him.
Yes.
Colin Kaepernick, he's not a thrower really. Yeah, right? Yeah. He's like more of a whatever quarterback. And so what? And JJ McCarthy, it's like they didn't need to throw the ball.
Yeah.
If you have Herbert, you're going to throw the ball.
Yeah. There's just not a world where you don't. And again, it's what we were talking about this off mic. Just because you don't have like star wide receivers doesn't mean you don't throw the ball anymore.
Right.
Like, the ball will still be in the air. Ladd's going to be catching them. The other guys, I don't even know a lot of their names, to be honest.
Palmer, Clinton Johnson.
Josh, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah,
they're going to catch ball. Like, it just is what it is. So, yeah.
They also have, is it DJ Chark? Or was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
They got DJ Chark. And then, I mean, they have the two running backs that used to be on Baltimore.
Yeah, Gus and Jay.
Yeah. So they're going to be fine.
Hey, let me talk about my bench.
Yeah, please do.
So I'm almost more excited about my bench.
I'm excited.
I feel like there are a lot of boomer busts.
Okay.
So Jalen Waddle, I already told you that.
Great.
Terry McLaurin, I think he's going to have a fantastic year.
That is a great pick.
So Jaden Daniels, right? He's a great thrower of the ball.
Yeah, and I would call Terry what you would call a post-hype sleeper.
Yeah.
Meaning for all our football noobs out there, people were real high on Terry the last couple of years, and then it's the Commanders. They're not good most of the time,
right?
But there's been a lot of changes around there, and I think this year he's ready to take off. Maybe not. They're not going to be a Super Bowl team, but stats wise, they're going to be fine.
Let me tell you this. I hear all these people say, "Oh, it's not a Super Bowl caliber player."
Yeah.
Hey, fantasy football is over before the Super Bowl starts.
Yeah. We don't care about the Super Bowl when it comes to fantasy.
When it comes to fantasy,
I care about the Super Bowl a lot in my real life.
Javonte Williams, running back, Denver.
Great. Yep.
Ladd McConkey, wide receiver, Chargers.
So happy you got
Jerome
Ladd.
Ford. So Nick Chubb had an ACL, MCL. Like, this is supposedly the starter in Cleveland until he comes back.
Great.
Blake Corum. Okay, my last two guys.
Yeah.
Very high upside. Might not turn out.
Yep.
Blake Corum, the Rams.
I love it. I love the pick because I do feel like every single year it feels like the Rams come in with a running back who everyone goes, get ready for what he's going to do this year.
Yeah.
He gets injured in week 2, and then the backup comes in and has an amazing season.
And everyone's like, well, this guy's even better than him.
Yeah.
I think it might. I mean, it very well could happen.
It happens almost every single year with the Rams. I don't know what it is.
So similarly, my last pick, I think it was the last pick of the draft, was Jalen Wright out of Tennessee.
Okay.
Running back for the Miami Dolphins. He ran a 4.38.
Oh, he's real fast.
We know
one of those real fast guys.
Mike loves fast, shiny objects.
Yeah. Get that man moving.
I feel like this guy might be a league winner.
Yeah, I love that. He could be the next A-Chain.
Exactly, because A-Chain or whatever.
Yeah, however you say his name.
He's going to probably be injured. I'll just say this. Yeah. My roster is going to be injured.
Sure. Period. Hey, welcome to the NFL.
Welcome to the NFL, where injuries are just everyday occurrences. So let me just do a quick rapid fire.
Okay.
Justin Herbert, Josh Jacobs, Aaron Jones, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Garrett Wilson, Trey McBride, Drake London, New York Jets, Jake Bates. Starting, however many that was, 11, right? That's tasty. You think I'm going to win?
Hands down, you're going to win. I reviewed the rosters this morning, and this is actually not a bit. It sounds like it's a bit, but it's not. I do think you have a couple that are challenging. You got some other players who have some good rosters.
Yeah.
But I really like what you did with yours.